for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries for an even 100 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one complete to Burnett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrinkle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. But if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and goal.
2nd and 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
Good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
2nd and goal at the 3.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Rams nothing.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This will be caught at about the 5. He will be brought down well. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take possession. completion 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Battle for it here, and this will be caught.
That's good.
33 yards that time. He'll look to throw. And it's caught at the 7-yard line.
10 more yards.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
The kicker on.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
The pass.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
The kicker on.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's got a man wide open, complete. Looked like a pretty touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Intercepted by the 49ers.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
He's brought
that one, a first down pickup of 8. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. And he's got it. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
the kicker on.
From a yard out. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. L.A. readies for its next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So thanks to due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins.
That's good.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
At the 44.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. As they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
7-yard line.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the Rams are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second.
He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd, it doesn't even matter.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, 49.
Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
The good
pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught.
The pass.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they really... needed points here in a 2-score game, could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him a gain of 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Intended for his running.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
In the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league run right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Incomplete.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
At the 3-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, 5. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Big offensive explosion helped leading. Said, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, the great run they've been on continues as it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Think Things ain't been the same, things have changed. People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I got in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, how she remember she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She called up a friend, they kissed and we did this.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex on the chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. He's right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about us. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. In the whole past, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?